Welcome to YOUCANIC. In this video we're going to go over the steps on how to replace the airbag on this Toyota. This is a 2018 Toyota Rav4, but this procedure is going to be the same on other Toyotas, earlier model years that have the same steering wheel. So what you want to do is the first step is open the hood by pulling the hood release underneath the dash there to the left, and then open the hood and loosen the 10mm nut for the negative battery terminal, and then disconnect the negative. Then wait 15 minutes before you proceed to the next step. Here another thing that you probably want to do is to turn the steering wheel at this angle before you disconnect that that battery. So turn the steering wheel in this angle first, then go ahead and disconnect the battery. Once the battery is disconnected and you wait 15 minutes, then you would come here and you will remove the airbag. Now on this vehicle, removing the airbag is a little bit challenging compared to other vehicles, so we're going to show you with the airbag removed and see what you'll need to do. It's a little bit hard to see what you're doing while the airbag is still there, so hopefully pay attention to this and you'll be able to remove yours much easier. So as you can see, the airbag has 1, 2, 3 spots where it locks. 1, 2, 3. Now you'll come here, you can release any of these on this side. So this would be the bottom of the steering wheel. There's a hole right there. On that hole you'd be pushing basically on this angle, and you'd be pushing right here. So I'm using a flathead screwdriver. This is a little bit small screwdriver. You can use a little bit bigger, so it'll make it easier, but for demonstration purposes you can see that right there. So you're pushing on that up, and you'll see the bottom part of the airbag pop off. And then right here on this side, right on the bottom here, there's another hole, and that will allow you to release this right here. Alright, so the hole is actually right down here, right there. So you will be coming at this angle to release this spring, and that's why it makes it a little bit tricky, because it's just hard to locate the spring. But if you look carefully here, this should help. So we're coming here, and then you can see I'm pushing straight up. Okay, you're gonna try this a few times, and then you can see how we're pushing on that spring there and we're releasing. Alright, so you're releasing that spring right there, and this is where airbag, so the airbag will pop off a little bit here. Now we have the one on the right here. In this case it's at the top because we've turned the steering wheel, but this one doesn't have a hole on this side. It has a hole all the way in the back. That's why you need to use a screwdriver, and a little bit short, about this length, because you will have to come straight from the back of the steering wheel at this angle and then push on the spring. Okay, so as you can see here, you come and then you'll move the screwdriver this way to move the spring down. So all these clips, usually most cars will have them, these clips kind of set up the same way, but in this vehicle it's like you come at different angles for each one of these releases, so it makes it a little bit difficult to figure out how to release this airbag. But you can see there, so there's a hole and that. So once you do that, now on the back of the airbag you're going to have these 2 clips. In this case the airbag has deployed and these have melted, but as you can see here, there's this yellow piece on the back of the connector, so you want to pop that off first. Once you pop this off, then you can disconnect these connectors. And the same thing with this one. It has a piece right in the center here, black piece, that you'll pop that off and then disconnect this. If these do get damaged, you have to replace the clock spring, the whole clock spring, and that is another video. We're going to do that next. But that's how you replace the airbag. When you reconnect these, they only go in one. They only have one orientation. The way that they plug on the back of the airbag, you can see there's orange goes there, and then there is the black that goes there. It goes only one orientation. Then you're gonna have to push this clip in the center to lock them. And then as far as installing it, you don't need to do anything other than just line it up and just press it in. These push in, and then they lock on that spring there, and that's it. That's how you replace an airbag on a 2018 Toyota Rav4 and other models that have the same steering wheel. Thank you for watching. YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.